With Omegle shutting down, what are some disturbing stories about the site? I was on Omegle with my cousin and my brother, and we came across a very old man who was naked, sitting in an armchair in a cluttered/hoarder-esque living room with a keyboard on his lap and Uptown Funk blaring in the background. Honestly, it was hilarious witnessing that and hearing Bruno Mars say "Don't believe me, just watch" in the background. Weirdest one, sat around bored with my best friend smoking weed and hanging out on Omegle, came across some random American guys smoking weed too. We noticed they had the exact same Bosch drill we had at the time in the background. Proceeded to lift it up and the guys had a laugh. They showed other random items, and I kid you not, for like 5 or 6 more items we had the exact same items. Had a really good laugh about that grinning face with smiling eyes. You just can't overstate the amount of pedos that were on there. Like seriously, being on there felt like stumbling into some sort of international pedo meeting. Can't believe the site lasted so long. A guy painted a picture of me with his own blood. Yes. I saw him drawing the blood with a syringe. Here, I took pictures because I was scared no one was gonna believe me, lol. I, Swedish, met my wife, Australian, there. Been living in Aussie land over 8 years now. My entire experience with the site almost exclusively involved far too young children, vaping teenagers or Indian dudes asked me to show Bob. Once saw someone streaming a Vince Vaughn movie on there. No warning, no asking, just unexpected couples retreat. I still have nightmares about it. Those weird games where you'd get a point if you smile, 5 points if you wave, 200 points if you... I was 13 and one of my friends sent me a video of myself as a child that someone posted. Awful. Just how many pedos were on there? I had a friend with problems stream his Omegle sessions. He died of alcohol poisoning while streaming on the site. We figured he blacked out. It wasn't until the next morning when the stream was still up and the cops and mortician were moving his body out of the room. It's very surreal looking back, and just know you watched a close friend commit accidental suicide on stream. There was a lot of CP on that site. In my life I've never seen someone dressed as a Nazi jerking off, on Omegle yes. I watched a man sound himself with a rusty screwdriver. He asked me basic questions like if anyone was with me, and if I could guess what magic trick he could do with a rusty screwdriver. I let him know my friend was on the other side of the room on her computer, on Omegle. He asked if they would be willing to watch. When I asked her, she was curious as much as I was. When I saw what was happening, we both just stared in shock. This happened in 2014. I was a few years into discovering different fetishes/kinks. I had seen sounding with proper equipment, but that rusty screwdriver messed me up for a little. It messed me up in the sense that I just couldn't understand why. Since then, I've come to learn that not everything can be understood. Over the years, I would go through Omegle phases. Usually, when I was lonely and buzzed, sober now, I'm kinda glad they are gone, though. This should be a book idea, Lost Omegle Stories. Once met Snoop Dogg on there. He was holding a cup, so my friend asked if he was drinking gin and juice, and he laughed. I've heard similar stories about people meeting him on there. I get the sense I'm lucky I didn't even know this existed, and I think I'll keep it that way.